This is Father Frank Hoare. I'd like to speak with you about relating with adolescents during COVID-19. Communicating with teenagers is hard, especially at this time of COVID-19. Even in ordinary times, they are going through changes, many changes. Changes in hormones can result in dramatic mood swings. They're moving from dependence on their parents to being accepted by their friends. So they develop new interests and styles which help them to relate well in the group and to bond and be accepted. But these styles and changes may seem strange to you. Parents worry about alcohol, drugs, sexual activity, and schoolwork. The stress of COVID-19 restrictions can increase the tension between parents and teenagers. Some of the following tips may be helpful. The first 5 tips deal with living together and giving space and time to the adolescents. Number 1, correct information is very important. Social media comments can be false and alarming, so together with your teenager, look up the Fiji Center of Disease Control or the WHO website. Number 2, establish reasonable rules with them and in consultation with them, but give them control when possible. For example, you might insist on them wearing a face mask in public places, but they choose the design, the color, and the decoration on the face mask. Number 3, adolescents, like all of us, need structure and timetable. This is what provides variation during our day. So make a timetable in consultation with them. Try to agree on times for going to bed and getting up, times for study and doing chores, times for exercise and relaxation, and private time and family time. Number 4, privacy is difficult when many people are confined to the same place. But teenagers need some privacy. So allow them to be alone in their bedroom at times, or to listen to music with earplugs on, or you might suggest that they take a walk. Number 5, discuss what they're doing on social media and how much time they're spending playing video games. Allow more freedom than before, but try to agree on when they might get involved in these and for how long. If you put your foot down on any issue, give a clear explanation of why. So those 5 tips were about living together and giving space and time to the teenagers. The next 5 tips are about good communication and difficult communication. Listen actively and ask open questions. For example, how are things? You seem upset. Can you tell me about it? Instead of, why did you shout at your brother? Complaining, and sometimes teenagers do complain, when they say things like, I feel down, or I don't want to do my homework. This may be a sign of stress. See it not as the beginning of an argument, but as an opening for active listening. Another tip is use I statements instead of you statements. For instance, say, I feel upset when your chores are not done, instead of, you're a lazy, good-for-nothing so-and-so. If you get angry, call for time out and resume the conversation later. Another tip in communication is for you to pay attention to changes in behavior, especially in sleeping and eating habits. Notice other cues. For instance, a change in mood after a phone call with a friend. Be there to help. Say, is there anything I can do to help you? Then if your teenager behaves inappropriately, don't assume that you know why. Ask why and listen non-judgmentally. Help them to think about and learn from their mistakes. Prioritize empathy and validation of feelings over advice giving. And finally, choose your fights carefully. They should be about really important things. Prepare beforehand what you want to say and pick a good time to say it. Don't take angry statements from teenagers personally. I hate you is an expression of their frustration. It's a momentary feeling. Don't take it personally. I have two final tips about getting on well with them and about looking after yourself. Try to have fun by cooking or working together with your teenagers, or when you're going places with them in the car or the bus. A teenager can open up and share something important at a time like that, and it may be unexpected. So switch into active listening immediately if this opening happens. And finally, for yourself, be a good role model. Do as you say, or else you won't be credible. Look after yourself and relax. Display coping mechanisms for self-care. Always praise your children for the help they give or for thoughtful things they do. Finally, pray for your teenagers. Ask God to help you to understand and to love them. Thank you.